Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm here with Ernie again, and this was a little bit more of an impromptu thing. I didn't let you guys know about. I wasn't sure if I'd be streaming this or not, but we're just recording a few more things today, and then I'll probably transition to production maybe later in the stream. But yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Cool.
A flat. Violinists love A flat. They don't love it, but I've never cared. But
Why is it an issue?
dude, just no open strings, so you kind of just have to you have to play everything closed, and if you don't, then you play like it's easy to misstep basically.
It'd be like the equivalent of like playing an E sharp for a guitarist or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like F, I guess, not E sharp.
Well, yeah, F. But it's just a violin thing. I don't know.
Well, it's harder when there's no frets too. So
Right. It's not so shaped based. Sometimes you're still using open strings and stuff.
So I'm just gonna, unbeknownst to George, I'm having Ernie add some strings to our track that's coming out this year at some point. So you guys have heard me work on this, but I think Ernie's violin is gonna add a lot. His violin playing is gonna add a lot to this track. But yeah, why don't we start somewhere in the beginning and let you just kind of freestyle some embellishments.
Cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I like those little staccato.
That's when I was like, oh, maybe I should listen to the track a bit more and like do something based on what's already there.
No, that was great. What you were doing before that too. Do you think we could try to record more of that?
Yeah.
I'll start it from the beginning again. Well, why don't we actually move on to the melody here, if that's okay? Because this is where we stopped is right where the that melody will start. I'll just arm the piano too. into that first section.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, my bad. That is not a countdown.
You're in.
Wait.
Go.
Why is... Huh. That's weird. Okay. I'll just start from here. I'm so sorry.
All good?
I don't know what's going on. Software's acting up. It's actually been happening more than it should lately. Let's try that again.
Cool.
Oh, it's this punch out. I clicked something on accident. Okay, this is my fault.
User error.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try it again. One, two, my bad. I just wanted to
All good.
jump in. There's just one note that's
Go ahead.
different. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Yeah. Perfect.
Cool.
That's it. Okay. Same thing again. And this one, I'm hoping to get a few takes anyways. It's the same riff over and over, so we can just keep rolling for a while.
Cool.
If that's okay with you.
Fine with me.
All right. 1, 2. Okay, awesome. Sweet. Beautiful.
Sweet. It's funny playing, like, I don't know what you call that, but like the rise up or climb up or whatever, like 10 times in a row, and you hear the drop just start, and then like, nope.
Yeah. Getting blue balled. So, let's see. There's nothing really to do here for this like entire section, I don't think. Oh yeah, so then the melody does come back here. So there's a slight change up there. For this specific spot. Let me listen to it again. There's another synth in the background that is kind of confusing things. So let me play it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that one's on the downbeat. Yep. Exactly. Are you cool with just running that exact one?
I think so.
A few times?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. As soon as oh, it's all right. Just wait.
Do you want me to because there's another synth playing a different but similar melody. It makes it really confusing. But
Sure.
Here, I'll play it one more time.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
I forgot, what is that called again? Like a pickup note, but like in classical.
Like a grace note?
Grace note, right?
Grace note, yeah.
I should know these things. But do you want to give it another shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it is from the beginning. Yep.
Yep. We only need like 2 good takes of it, so
Cool.
then I can have 2 different takes to pan
Cool.
for that specific moment. So let's give it another shot. Okay. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll start over. 1, 2. Oh, you got it. There's
Okay,
2 takes in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There is 2 in there, so
Cool.
no worries. So there's a couple more variations that happen after this right here. So I'm trying to like isolate them, and then we can just record them like one at a time, basically. So what happens here? Okay. Oh my god, wait. There's like so many melodies happening here. Hold on. Okay, so it's wait, what? Hold on. Okay, so yeah.
Mm.
Perfect.
Was that it?
That was it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Perfect. Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
I'll just keep it looping.
Cool.
Okay. hopefully it helped to have me play it.
Totally. It's all just a little dense.
Yeah.
At the moment, and
Yeah.
I mean that'll be really fun though. But on the fly, trying to catch little intricacies, just like, ugh.
Yeah. I think this last one is just the same original riff, an octave lower. So yeah, this last one. Right now, there's some layers that actually really shouldn't be in there, but so it's making it more confusing than
Sure.
it should be. But and then like maybe a slide down. Yeah. Yeah.
Just that much.
Just the 2 half steps, exactly. Mm-hmm. You want to give that a shot?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
I don't know.
Caught you.
I don't know why that's how I. That's
Well,
that my head canon.
You know what's funny is hearing you like obviously we're both writers, right? And so like I struggle with that kind of stuff all the time when I'm learning like somebody else's piece because I would write it slightly differently, right?
Right.
So I'm having this realization of hearing you do it differently. It's like, well, that's how you would play it, right? Which,
right.
There's nothing wrong with that. But the melody's already in the song.
It's there. It's baked in.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Go.
Ready?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Let's do it again.
Okay. Oh. Okay. 2. Cool. Let's do one more. Just so I can layer it. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. And then let's see. I think that's it actually. Oh, well, just kidding. Let's see. There's this other melody that pops in here that I think could be cool to record you with as well. So
Sure.
okay. So I'll just link this section a shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. And then the second time, I think it's slightly different. So.
Give me an A. Nice.
What the hell?
Anyways, where were we?
Oh yeah. Okay. So, I'll just play it a bit slower maybe, and only on the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Perfect.
Cool. Let's try it out.
So up to tempo, it would be yeah.
Cool.
That sounds great. Let me play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. I think I was a little earlier in my timing, but.
And that one we can just keep looping too.
Cool.
Until we feel like we have a couple takes that sound good.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Cool.
Amazing. This is gonna sound. I'm really happy you're able
Yeah?
to come back. Yeah, because
Good.
I was questioning in my mind whether the song needed the strings, and hearing you play them is
Cool. Good.
making me happy. Cool.
I mean, it's some real fun stuff to get to play to. I had a vision of. I play so much folk and stuff like that, or bluegrass, and this was the first time where I was like, I can literally see like the body mods I would have, if I played violin in this futuristic world,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
There's some crazy, pretty crazy, like add-ons I've seen, in the acoustic world now, where like, drummers can have an acoustic kit with MIDI triggers,
Sure.
that are like velocity sensitive and stuff.
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure in the guitar world, the bass world, the same thing exists. I think I've seen ones where you can like add it to your neck, and it'll basically detect the pitch you're playing based on like the vibration of the neck or something, and then translate it to MIDI, and you can play like synths with your
A MIDI pickup, that would be interesting. I've seen, I can't remember the guy's name, but he has like tons of stuff on his instrument.
the pads.
Like it's like the bass, so
Yeah.
then he can still, like do triggers and stuff in
Mhm.
Ableton probably.
Yeah, that's really cool too. I feel that something like that it's a little more limiting, because then you have like well, no, you could probably program them to switch up throughout a set, the sounds
For
and stuff.
sure.
I was thinking that like it might be a little more limiting to have like the same 4 sounds to play with.
Oh, for sure.
Versus like
Yeah.
But I have seen that video you're talking about though. It's really cool.
That's the kind of stuff though where it's like, well, you'd have to be a good programmer then. It's not just about being a good musician or whatever,
Exactly.
because it's kind of up to you.
Yep. To make that happen. Honestly, that was kind of the big stuff. I was kind of thinking that I guess it goes by a little faster when the majority of it is out of the way, and let me see. There might be like one more thing I'd love to
Cool.
ask you on. Let's see. Yeah. Actually, let's work on this one a little bit too.
Sure.
I think in this intro, I'm wondering about the pizzicato. Like, I wonder if we could record.
Yeah, like I could do all 3 of those voices. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's literally just D. One of the voices just D the whole time.
Yep.
Maybe we could start with that.
That's what I always appreciated so much about EDM music, was when you find those stagnant lines where you realize it's just something playing the same note for an entire track, but why does it work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to an electronic music festival before?
I've never been to a festival.
Yeah.
The closest I got, I've never made it to anything ever, except one time I was in a club in Hamburg before it like shut down. It was like a warehouse club. And there was like 3 different rooms with 3 different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And it was epic. But I've never been to a festival slot. Like I wish.
Yeah.
Like not even this summer. What was it, summer camp or the one in Illinois?
Oh yeah, summer camp.
Summer camp. Yeah.
And Electric Forest in Michigan is really good too.
I've heard. Yeah.
It's not too far, but maybe we've already talked about that. But
I don't think so. Have you played Electric Forest?
I
Forest
have.
Camp?
Yeah. That's like one of my favorite festivals. But I haven't been there since they were. I think Insomniac purchased Electric Forest.
Okay.
So it's run. It might be run differently now, but maybe not. maybe it's the same. Who knows?
Sure.
But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I was only bringing up electronic music festivals because when I went to my first one in my second one, I guess technically in California, I went to like this deep house stage, and it's so funny how you can have so few elements gradually changing, and it just keeps you like in this trance-like state, and it's still so engaging. Something about it, you know.
Totally. My favorite memory of that, like I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. to go to my next stop on tour, but I didn't care. And at 4 a.m., they did the shift change of the DJs, where just suddenly the music hall just went, and I just kind of looked up and I went, "What's going on?" And the one DJ is just kind of like bye bye, turns around. Behind his back is another DJ who immediately just swoops in and just like it just that was such a cool changeover to see. It was like, wow, you just totally, especially coming from the band world, it's like, so that's how you switch groups. Huh?
The system works really well for DJs, I think, because I've always been so envious of people that all they need to travel with is a USB stick. Probably like obviously a laptop too.
Sure.
But like, that would be pretty amazing.
Not bags of gear.
Yeah. That you have to insure and replace all
the
time.
Yeah. Even my bridge is slowly starting to get a little crooked on me.
I know this thing's starting to fail me too. But let's try to recreate those chord stacks with the pizzicato. Okay. So start with just the D. That should be pretty easy. Which would be E flat for the first measure, then C, and then G, and then it's G going into E, so it's then. And let me double check. I'm just going to listen to that here and make sure I'm doing that right. It's a little hard to tell, but
cool.
Let's give it a shot. Okay. Let's try to get that that fifth in there. So that would be
so I could play it up here, or I could probably get away with doing it down here.
Yeah, try it down there. I like the timbre of that.
Cool.
We gotta do follow-up. Alright. Okay. Let's give it a shot. time. I'm not too concerned about.
Sure. I feel like it was the last one I did was a little behind. It's tricky because with the G, it's just harder to mute it the same way.
I'm honestly not worried about that because I'm going to have to shift them a little bit anyways.
Cool.
So it's all good. But the other thing was that I thought it could be cool for you to add some more of the like raspy trills or like little things like that. Yeah. And that stuff sounds so cool with some reverb and some effects. It's
Totally.
really cool. Let's give it a shot if you don't mind just like improvising some random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion, on my own through night and the day, but I made it through the other side and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me, what would it take for me to love?
Some little skiddly doops, little ideas.
I love it. You mind if we do another take? And I'm trying to think. Maybe just sparsely throwing in short little riffs like that.
Cool.
Instead of having like longer held notes, kind of like things that are kind of coming in and disappearing. Like
cool.
A little bit like that.
Sure. Let's try it out.
All right.
And in that case, can you turn it up just a hair?
Yeah, of course.
Like everything?
Everything. Should be a bit louder.
Cool.
Lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion, on my own through night and the day, but I made it through the other side and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me, what would it take for me to love?
Beautiful.
Cool.
Some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
I like this thing here. Yeah. It's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Let me go forward just a tiny bit.
What would it take? Once I was lost out in the ocean. Lost out in the ocean.
Yeah, maybe we could add some more stuff similar to that here,
mm-hmm.
and feel free to. Obviously, this is like a little bit further in the track, so you can experiment more, and it's not
cool.
as delicate as like the intro,
sure.
I guess, right? So you're welcome to kind of just do whatever you want, and yeah.
Cool. Sounds fun.
All right.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion, on my own through night and the day, What would it take for me? What would it take for me to once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to
all this stuff is just sketching, but that was great.
Sure.
I liked a lot of that. Yeah. Okay, sweet. I don't know if any of this is. Actually, it would be cool. This section is kind of fun.
Lately, I've been experimenting with that into my own, like.
That's really cool. Yeah. It
Yeah.
adds to like the chaos. I feel like of
For
the
sure,
moment.
for sure.
Alright, would you be cool with me just looping this for a bit and letting
Yeah.
you just freestyle?
Yeah.
That was fine. Okay. That was awesome. You're such a good improviser, man. It's crazy.
Oh.
I love it. What is that?
I was kind of messing around with like a G minor E, kind of like. Just a lot of G's and then a B flat at the top. And then I when I tried to do this, it's kind of a finger
Oh
bust.
yeah.
That.
It reminds me a little bit of the Oppenheimer score almost. I don't know if you ever watched that movie.
No.
But man, the score to that is gorgeous.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely do that.
That was one of those movies when it came out. It was like I would love to watch it, but
it was a bit overhyped.
it's heavy.
Yeah, that too.
It's like heavy. It's some heavy material.
Yes, that's true. It was also, I think, just advertised so heavily.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I feel like you're adding like a double in there somewhere.
Oh.
Oh, it's the.
What are they?
Oh, so it's like. Wait.
Yeah.
I wonder how I would do that on piano.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2. Yeah. And then you
Sounds
kind
way cooler.
yeah, and then you kind of like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun violin-y stuff that sounds really complicated, but it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
But it sounds amazing.
When you break it down. But All right, man. Well, obviously, I know I told you today it's just more like a little bit of a smaller session.
Sure.
And
Super chill.
I don't really have anything else.
Cool.
So,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
All right.
if there's nothing else, there's nothing else.
Yeah. But we should still get together and just have like a off-stream jam session.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's funny because like, yeah, I never. Like, what was your first show that you saw?
First show?
Yeah.
That's a good question. There's a group called STS9, kind of like a jam band that I saw. I saw another group called Big Gigantic open up for them.
Okay.
And Big Gigantic is huge now. But that was one of the first EDM shows I'd been to, although, it's not all EDM, but yeah.
Sure.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna walk Bernie out, and I'm gonna come back and get to work on some of the recordings we did. But yeah, just gonna say adios, and then I'll return. But yo, give it up for wait, I call you dude. No, why am I doing that?
Well, you caught it.
I'm sorry. But give it up for Ernie one more time, because he's been crushing it in these sessions. So I'm really excited for like a bunch of this to show up in the album. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna walk him out. Yeah, it's kind of more fun when the sessions last a little bit longer. But
For sure.
But I still appreciate you coming by to record that. That was some important stuff because I was kind of like I was trying to do some of that with what we had already recorded.
Sure.
And it just wasn't. All right, gang. Sorry about the wait here. I'm just gonna get the mic situated, and then we'll be back. Back at it. All right, back in business. Cool. Thanks for waiting. Apologize. Okay. No, I didn't do a regular checkup, but how's everyone doing? Art Nerd, Quentin, Junie, Popcorn, double the chairs, double the fun, something like that. All right. Get this BRB thing out of here. And yeah. I'm thinking holy. Yo, thank you so much for the sub, Art Nerd. I appreciate it. I waited so I wouldn't jump scare Ernie. Control S. Oh yes, thank you. Yep, 100%. Thanks for the reminder. I appreciate it. Cool. So, I was really enjoying some of the stuff we were recording here for the What Would It Take song. I don't know for sure. Hey, what's up, Eidolon? I'm late to the stream. Thank you so much for the sub, but you didn't miss a whole lot. I had Ernie come back and record some more stuff. Okay. What is the deal with these trains, man? Trains. Okay, funny enough, speaking of trains, this is completely a complete coincidence, but the artwork to one of the tracks of mine that's coming out this year is inside of a train. And for some reason, Twitch seems to love just having hype trains go off out of nowhere on my stream lately, so that's interesting. Yeah, why don't we copy paste this, all these recordings. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. Let's copy this audio and open What Would It Take? New subscriber. Yo, Quentin, thank you so much for the sub. Let the train continue. Okay, I feel like this that could be misconstrued. I I know what you mean, but thank you. So let's take a look for this. What is it? Next album. I think it's still called I Wonder. That's what the original track. You know, it's funny. This actually used to be Wisdom. This song. And it somehow turned into this, which is kind of bizarre. But okay, let's open this track. I'm starting to actually like, I think hearing Ernie play some violin just now on the track was really inspiring me to take not a huge... Oh. Yo. Delansky, thank you so much for all those gifted subs. That's really, really kind of you. What is that, 5 gifted subs? Let's go. Welcome, Dijon Vod, Regexo, Wavepunk, Chucky Dubs, BZZ Dexter. You guys are all subs now as well. Whether you like it or not, you're now subscribed to the one and only Haywyre. Although that's not entirely true. There are some other Haywires out there. But, okay, let's add some strings in here. Go to the bottom, add 5 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But seriously, thank you guys for the subs. That's really kind of y'all. Much appreciated. There's only room for one Haywyre. I think I've mentioned this before, but there's a there's a dirt wire out there, and there's also I see them on festival lineups all the time actually. Yo, Popcorn, thank you so much for gifting those subs. We got, damn, y'all just I feel like you guys get into these moods where all of a sudden everyone wants to gift a bunch of subs. I'm not complaining, but thank you, Popcorn. That's very kind of you. 7 more subs to LabWest Pixel, Omega, Who Is It, Leron, Slim Tizim, and Galloping Tapeworm. That is an interesting name. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's check out what we got here. All right. Instantly realizing I have to change my sample rate. So let's go to 1024. Just going to restart my interface real quick, and then we'll get to work. Okay. That sounds so fire. That little breathy string hit there, so cool. Okay, let's just get a really simple little chain going here for the strings. I think we might want to soothe it a tiny bit. Maybe EQ out any low end rumbling that might pop in here and there.
Lost out in the ocean waves, and fear was my only motives.
So let's... Ooh, another gifted sub. Thank you, Art Nerd. Gifted to Hoodie Music, welcome. What instrument is doing those plucks? They're so nice. Thank you. Wait, did I already say thank you, Art Nerd? I appreciate the gifted sub. I got a little distracted there reading that message, but yeah, actually, so I have to give credit where credit is due, because I think I made this layer, which is quite simple. Just a little bit of noise with like little bit like a saturated sine wave and maybe like a low pass unison saw wave in there. Very simple patch. The one that's a little bit more interesting, this one. This one was created when I was watching a Virtual Riot tutorial. You can see it says VR there. I was experimenting with this impulse response approach to, it's almost like vocoding using an impulse response. And I was really curious about it. So I was just kind of like following his footsteps in the tutorial. And then I started tweaking some parameters, and I ended up with this sound, which I really liked in the intro. And so that's kind of like the main layer. And which, by the way, I really want to experiment with that technique a bit more. But I tried to do it a few different times. I was not getting cool results. This was the only time where I was able to like kind of make it work in a song. There's something, there's some kind of clicking happening. I don't know where that's coming from, but interesting. Might not be in a track. It might just be my CPU, but let's keep moving for now. So cool. I love having these samples to play with. It's crazy. Let's see if we can switch this to complex and have it go down a couple of... That's gorgeous.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves.
For some reason, I feel like this could be really cool.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded. Once I was lost out in the ocean. Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves. And fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day. But once I was lost out.
That's pretty cool sounding. I don't know if it maybe sounds better in the original pitch, but I can always change it back.
Once I was lost out in the ocean. Once I was lost out in the ocean. Stranded with the wind and with the waves. And fear was my only emotion.
Let's try to throw it in the intro. Yeah, I was thinking about the delay too, but I kind of like the dryness of, well, it's not completely dry, but relatively dry synths here, so I was trying to kind of like match that. I actually think it sounds pretty good. You know, let's try the echo. Whatever.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the wave. Once I was lost out in the ocean,
Those strings are
stranded with the wind
adding a
and
really
with the
nice
waves.
dimension to the track.
And fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day. But I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn? What would?
I'm kind of thinking the track needs more time to build. And what I had here originally is maybe too much too soon. So let's grab the drums and try to keep building.
What would it take?
I'm thinking let's grab this weird violin thingy.
Take. What would it take? What would it take? What would it take? What would it take? What would it take?
I don't know if the vintage verb is the way to go here, but maybe we can just try to reduce it a tiny bit.
Made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn? What would it take? What would it take? What would it take? What would it take? What would it take?
I don't know, just try to keep developing the vibe a bit more.
What would it take for me to learn? What would it take? What would it take?
Let's just do that and try to build it from there.
What would it take? What would it take?
Okay.
What would it take? What would it take?
Okay. What kind of synths we got here? We got the Reese stuff. Got these more aggressive sounds here. maybe we can try to bring another verse in at that point, and try to keep building the track. So.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bother me.
Yo, thank you for the follow, Grizzly Season.
Once I was lost out in.
Wait a minute. Why did that get all off?
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion.
Oh,
On my own through night.
okay. I wanted to bring that in a little bit later, actually. So let's do that right there. Bring this in right there.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves.
Keep the drums going as well.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now.
Okay, we need those vocals to pop in here.
I wanna take for me. I wanna take for me to the.
And I'm thinking like maybe we use this weird section as a build. Okay, so let's add a bunch of measures here. Let's add like 100. Give us some playing room. We can grab this synth from the build or bridge, whatever that section is. We'll duplicate it a few times, and let's go back down here. Yeah, so he had just recorded a bunch of really cool stuff here.
Stranded with the wind and pain, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now.
All right. Where are those synth chords? These? it's pretty chaotic, but chaotic or cathartic? A little bit of both.
Can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What it take for me, what it take for me to live.
Okay, well, let's just try to assume that this is the structure of the song. We'll kind of have the drums break here on that chord.
What it take for me, what it take for me to live.
Let's duplicate this. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yo, first time chatter, Grizzly season. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out. I think I want to just separate these because these are probably gonna be doing independent stuff. Maybe we leave the vocals out for now. I don't really know where to take the track if it's gonna get all big like that. Yo, thank you for the follow, Brooks Ivory. Much appreciated. Well, let's just record that chord progression because I feel like that is sounding cool. Something like that. And let's low pass it a bit here. So right after the vocals stop, where is that? Right around here. That's right where I want. Follow. Yo, thank you for the follow, Invisible Island. Brooks Haywyre, of course. I almost went past when I saw your name. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So let's back up here for a second. Let's go back to the beginning and try to get a feeling for what's going on here.
Lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion, on my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me, what would it take for me to learn? What would it take?
I gotta quantize this. Hold on.
What would it take? Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my. Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion, on my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn?
I don't know. Kind of hearing some stuff. Okay, let's get rid of this crazy ARP thing here. And for this next section, potentially bring the drums back in. I'm definitely thinking it could be cool to have like 4 to the floor, some kind of 4 to the floor thing. Keep the, or like match the energy of these chords right here. So where am I copying this? Okay, There we go. Kind of Dead Mousey vibe at the moment. So I don't know if we actually want this loop in there, but take a quick look at this fill here, see if we can kind of like copy paste something.
What would it take? What would it
take? Okay, and then I'm actually kind of thinking let's shorten this a little bit. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Once I was lost out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Stranded with the wind and with the waves. And fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day. But I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to live?
It is kind of a big loss of momentum here to completely abandon the drums and the energy like this, so probably not going to keep it this way, but let's see.
What would it take for me to live?
What is all this stuff? It's like, and none of this is being used anymore. Do I just delete all this? I think I do. Okay. I think we could potentially have the violin start a little bit sooner.
What would it take for me? What would it take for me to live?
I think the bottom line is that this just needs to happen a little bit quicker.
What would it take for me to live?
Okay, let's add some more layers to this. Probably not that sound, but let's find some kind of... No idea what's going on with this sound. I don't think we need a pluck like this for this version of the song. Let's make this oh, okay, I see. We have a little break here. And let's record this blowing thing. Okay, that's fine for now. Let's maybe add like at least one break in there somewhere. Let's go like that. Okay. Ah! This MIDI note was holding that forever. Damn, my stomach is growling. I don't know if y'all could hear that. I thought I ate a pretty decent lunch today. What'd you guys have today for meals? I'm curious. Can we all share the food we've had so far? That Zed reminds me of Zed's first album. Ooh, I could see that. Iced coffee and vape. Oh. That's I used to start my days with coffee as well. I noticed that the older I get, the more my stomach is getting pretty sensitive to doing that without any food in me first though. Gluten-free English muffin with vegan cream cheese. Nice. Very healthy, very responsible. Although I guess I'm not going to start critiquing nutrition here. I'm definitely not one to talk. I have my days where I'm just like, I'll just go to the fridge and start chowing down things as quickly as possible so I'm not hungry anymore because I just don't have the bandwidth in my brain to cook something. Yeah, my fiance avoids gluten a lot too. She's not like a celiac or anything. One of my mom's my mom had a really close friend for a while who was a professor. She lived with her for a few years. Her name is Cecilia, and she had celiacs. And I don't even know what it was until I met her. And that is not fun. Not a good time. Okay, the break comes here. Okay, let's go back to this build section for a second. I'm hearing some vocals. My voice is not in very good shape these days. I've not been practicing like at all. So this is probably gonna sound pretty bad, but we just gotta sketch it out one way or another. Gotta do what you gotta do. Check 1, 2. All right, let me mute my mic. That works, I hope. Yeah. Okay. Yo, thank you for the follow, Atraxi.
What it take for me? What it take for me?
Maybe we could do like vocal stacks here. Also, that low end of the reverb is kind of insane. I think there was a few decent little riffs or not riffs, more just like takes in there. So let's go back a little bit. Yo, thank you for the follow. That's gonna end up in the track, in the final.
What it take for me?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not the best, but who cares? Nothing a little pitch correction can't help with.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves.
What the hell? Why does it sound so weird? What the? Oh, it's F sharp minor. I was like, what is happening? Yo, I think the there's gonna be a take in here somewhere I can use as a placeholder. I kind of want to scroll through a few more of the random little tidbits here, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that in the context of the song. I mean, these don't sound that bad. I don't know if I want that much width. I wonder how it sounds over the section with the drums. Okay. That is a bit aggressive. A reverb. I think I'd have to experiment with that a bit more to see how to fit it into the track, but curious why these don't sound that good together. Maybe let's get rid of the D, because that's a seventh. It feels a bit empty without it, but all right. Well, in theory, something along these lines could work, but I'm kind of starting to lose a little bit of interest because I just know how much experimentation this is going to take to see if it even will make sense in the song. But I will say the rest of the song is sounding really cool with the violin additions. I don't didn't even use any of the pizzicato stuff either.
Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn? What would it take? What would it take? What would it? Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and through day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn? What would it take for me? What would it take for me? What would it take for me? What would it take for me?
Pretty cool. I think one last thing that I'll do before I go back to the recording session and start copying more stuff over is I'm just gonna mute all this stuff here. Da-da-da. Maybe like this. Yeah, like this. Okay. And then I'm just gonna save this as a new project file. 23. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these additions. Definitely like makes the intro feel a lot more complete. So that makes me happy. And then we still have all this other stuff that we sketched the last time too that could also be really cool. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how to fit all the puzzle pieces together. For now, let's go back to that string recording session and copy over some more stuff. Oh, what time we got? 3 o'clock? I'll keep going for a bit longer here. Is the project file loading? Oh, it is. Okay. It's so interesting. I think it's because I work so much on my own and with like software, very software based workflow, that having some recordings to play with has been really exciting for me. It's definitely been making me more interested in some of the stuff that I'm working on. Superpower could be a cool one to get into a bit more. But for now, why don't we take this stuff for the Inside VIP? So I don't think we need all three of these takes, and they're obviously not mixed in at all. But let's open up Insight, the VIP, and get these in there. Yeah, we'll save it. Reviving my project to get Mr. Wire a profit. That would be cool. Yeah, right now my analog gear count is at 1. My Yamaha CS. But this thing's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Love this thing. It's also really rad that it's battery powered, if need be. Okay, let's get some of these violins in here. I don't know, I might need to make a new section for them, but yeah, whatever, let's just make some new ones. So we need 3 new tracks here. 1, 2, 3. Let's mute all this for a sec and just see what one of these sounds like transitioning into the second drop. Take a look down here. I'm gonna copy all these effects over onto this take here. I'm actually not sure if I like the scoop that much. Okay, let's group these takes and then just apply these effects to the whole group. See you later, Grizzly Season. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. So let's see what this one sounds like. Okay. Let's try to do something similar with this other take here. Maybe pan them a tiny bit. Okay. Cool. I think that's the last of it. So, now let's take a listen to the song and see where things are at. Yo. Thanks for the follow, Hex Benjamin. Cool. I mean, this is sounding very close to being finished now. Those strings were something that I was really trying to figure out how to implement into the song. Outro is sounding pretty good too. Great. Well, I'm not going to keep working on this right now. I feel like I wouldn't mind just opening up something new for fun and just goofing around for a little bit. Been pretty locked in the last like 2-3 hours on what to do with these new string recordings. Or, you know what, let me just take one more quick look and see what else we had recorded. I think, oh yeah, that's right, the Breaking collab. Those strings will be really fun to add too. I think that they'll add a nice little flourish. Hex Benjamin, no fucking way I was about to pop up and say I love your work, and I'm glad to see you streaming. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for swinging by. Much appreciated. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch over actually to a new project file and just doodle around for a little bit after all, because I have to I got some stuff to do with the latest version of the project file from the Breaking collab. I can't open it right now. I gotta download it, and that might actually mess with the stream a little bit. So let's just start something fresh, noodle around a little bit. Start slowing things down. All right, what BPM do you guys want? What should I do? I'll let you guys guide this one. 87 BPM. 222. I've never made anything at 222. So why don't we try that? Ugh, what the? How are you supposed to work at this tempo? Okay. You guys want to throw out a key for me? Give me major, minor. Could be a mode too if you want. Similar speed to Dichotomy's first drop, A minor. I'm just playing as if it was 1-1-1, not 2-2-2. But let me see if I can find a loop to work with at this tempo, because these kits are not meant for this kind of tempo at all. What if we just make a really, really fast jungle? Or, hold on. Like, what does this even sound like at 222? Is it cheating if I kind of like work at 111 instead of 222? I'll leave the project file at 222, but I'm gonna try to quantize it to a different tempo maybe. Also, there are no good drum loops in the Cone sound pack, so I'm screwed. So let's see. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. Let's start with just some hi-hats. Hearing that kick drum that fast that's way too much constant low end for me to be able to think. So let's just get a little hi-hat loop going in here. Okay, this should be able to work. Okay. What a cursed tempo. Why am I doing this? This is a terrible idea. Okay, we're gonna switch to Rhodes. Let's just write some weird jazzy chords to this absurdly fast hi-hat loop. add a little bit of flavor to this. What if it was like just extremely fast drum and bass? Could that work? I don't know. I liked that second take a little bit more. What kind of a sound could we use for like a snare or hi-hat? I feel like I'm kind of cheating here also, because I'm kind of like doing this in halftime, but whatever. I don't know, want something it's not super aggressive. We gotta do follow-up. Maybe we could use this. It's a really nice, softer snare. Thank you for the follow, by the way, ISO Falcon. Starting to hear like, what if there's another section here with like a tremolo chord. Let's just do something really simple here. Okay, let's quantize that. See if we can do something with it. Huh, that's interesting. could just do a quick little old school hip hop R&B type thing. Show me the meaning. I have no idea what song this is, but let's see. I don't know. It'd probably help if I knew the song.
Lucy Lou. Question, tell me.
That's some Eminem. No, I think like something really smooth and yeah, melodically interesting would be cool. Even if I just chop up some little thing.
Boy, I promise you, if we keep
Like, just like a random little phrase like that could be kind of fun. Throw in here. Hold on. Let's go like this.
Boy, I promise you.
But I promise you. So like maybe we could warp it.
I
No idea what tempo the original is at, but we could just go like this and
boy, I promise. Boy, I promise.
It sounds pretty bad actually. It's
Boy, I promise.
Something like that would be easy to throw in there though. Let's add some reverb to this and a little bit of echo as well. Because there's all these like background noises. I have no idea where this came from, by the way. This has been sitting on my hard drive for a bajillion years. So
Good. Holding back a bit.
this section sounds cool though. Bust out the keyscapes. Just like your little piano improv on this. Anyways, y'all, I don't know what that was, but we attempted to do the 222 and made something at least. So, anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. It's Spritz. How does someone build their acapella sample vault to that depth? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. I don't remember where those came from. They may have just come from a producer friend or something. Because, yeah, could have come from anywhere, really. But ISO Falcon for some chatter too. Jazzy, for sure. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I'm going to call it quits here, but thank you guys for hanging. Thanks for all the new subs and the gifted subs. Is very kind. Very kind of y'all. Yeah. And as always, hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. Search. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be back. What is it? Thursday? I'll be back tomorrow for Feedback Friday. So, yeah, see you guys very soon. Drink lots of water. Exercise. Actually, I gotta hit the gym again tomorrow. I'm feeling the itch. Okay, that's it for me for today. See you guys tomorrow. Later. Can't wait to hear you guys' bangers.